Whatever the distance or darkness, you're with me, you're with me. Whenever I'm failing or falling, you've got me, you've got me. You won't let me down, never, never. In your love I'm found forever. Your love, it goes on and on. Forever is not too long. I believe it, I believe it. I'll never be too far gone. Forever I'm in your arms. I believe it, I believe it. I know that your love's never leaving. You're with me, you're with me. I stand on your promise and purpose. You've got me, you've got me. Your love, it goes on and on. Forever is not too long. I believe it, I believe it. I'll never be too far gone. Forever I'm in your arms. I believe it, I believe it. You won't let me down, never, never. In your love I'm found forever. You won't let me down, never, never. In your love I'm found forever. Your love, it goes on and on. Forever is not too long. I believe it, I believe it. I'll never be too far gone. Forever I'm in your arms. I believe it, I believe it. You won't let me down, never, never. In your love I'm found forever.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is my cat Momo and he just wanted to come say hello. So say hi to Momo. Awesome. Hey, we are so excited that you decided to join us this week and welcome to week 2 of our series Wise. The big idea this week, guys, is God can be trusted. So I have a question for you. Who is someone in your life that you can trust with all your heart? I know for me, someone who I can trust is my papa, also known as my grandfather. He is always there for me and will always be there for me. So, on the count of 3, I want you guys to share it with me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shout it out! Awesome. But hey, before we jump into our lesson, we have a song to jump into called Believe It. So let's get up, let's dance, let's do some little jump arounds and sing along. Ready? Here we go.
Over wrongs I've done, over my distress, over fears I've held. You have spoken over suffering, over past regret, over sin's disease. You have spoken, all these things will fall. Gone once and for all, you
Hey kids, do you like building stuff? What do you use to build your creations? Legos? Blocks? A fort made out of pillows? Well, today we're going to talk about a guy who trusted God to help him build something really awesome. There once was a king named David. His people, the Israelites, were special to God. So God came up with a way for them to spend more time together. God gave them something called the Ark of the Covenant, a golden chest that held the 10 Commandments and was a symbol of God's presence. But then something bad happened. Army came and stole the Ark of the Covenant. This made King David so sad, but God helped him come up with a plan to get it back. David and his army rescued the Ark from enemy hands, and the people danced and sang with joy. Years later, God told King David that someday, David's son Solomon would do even more to protect the Ark of the Covenant. Solomon, God said, would build a big, beautiful building called a temple to protect it. When David was an old man, he had logs and iron brought to Jerusalem, so Solomon would have everything he needed to build the temple someday. For 7 years, Solomon worked at building the temple. When the temple was finally completed, it was beautiful. Solomon had the Ark of the Covenant placed inside by the priests. Once it was in place, a bright cloud appeared and God's presence filled the temple. Everyone there saw what had happened, and Solomon bowed down to pray, thanking God for keeping this great promise. Then the people had a big celebration for what had happened. David and Solomon trusted God because they knew what we know. God can be trusted.
Hey there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl.
And I'm Cassie.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me?
I said, okay, Cassie, if that even is your real name.
Is something wrong?
Nope, nothing's wrong. Today's a special day because we're going to talk about a little thing called trust.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Are you now?
Yeah?
Interesting, because I thought you might have a problem with the word trust.
Why would you say that?
Oh, I don't know. A few things come to mind. How about last week when we did our trust ball?
Listen, you can't just yell trust fall as you're falling it and expect me to catch you. If you would have told me before, I probably would have caught you.
Oh, I'm sure. What about that one time you told me to touch fire? Can I touch this?
No.
Go?
No.
You said go?
I said no.
Okay, go.
I told you not to touch it.
Well, that's your opinion. Anyways, even this morning, you broke my trust again.
How?
Well, last night I had a bag of candy, and I put it right here. And this morning I came, and guess what?
They were gone?
They were gone! And by the way, how did you know that? Busted. Get 'em, boys.
What? No, listen, Carl. I don't know who took them, but I didn't take them. I wouldn't steal from you. We're friends.
I know that, but I just feel like I can't trust anyone right now.
I understand, but you know who you can trust?
Captain America?
No, God. You see, in the Old Testament, there was something called the Ark of the Covenant. It was like a huge box, but it was so much more than a box. It had the presence of God, and wherever it was, God was there. It also symbolized God's promises that were made, and how all of them came true.
Wow. So what did they do with the Ark of the Covenant?
They brought the Ark into a new temple King Solomon had made. You remember Solomon, right? He asked God for wisdom, and God gave it to him. In fact, Solomon became the wisest person in the whole world.
Is that why he built the temple?
That's part of it. But before that, God promised Solomon's father David that one of his children would become king and build the temple, and that was Solomon. Solomon wanted to show God how thankful he was that all of God's promises had come true.
That's cool. I also remember that verse in Proverbs chapter 3. It tells us to trust God with all our heart, not to lean on our own understanding.
Exactly. When we trust God, we will not only receive more forgiveness and love, but we will become more wise.
I guess you're right. Thanks for understanding. I guess it's good to know that God can be trusted.
Hey, that's our big idea.
What? Oh! That's our big idea! Today's big idea is super important.
Yep, it's that God can be trusted.
So on the count of 3, let's all say it together. 1,
2,
3. God can be trusted. And you can trust that. That God can be trusted. Yes. Good job, everyone. Right? Right. Trust in God.
So Carl,
Yes, Cassie.
just know, just like you didn't trust me, there might be times where it's hard for us to trust God, but always know that you can talk to God and the trust will come.
Thanks, Cassie. I guess I'll never know who ate my bag of candy.
Hey, Orange.
What are you eating?
Candy.
Where did you get it?
What do you say? Right where you're sitting. Crazy.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Carl, breathe.
Yeah. What?
That's my candy, you fool!
See you next week.
Hey everyone, we are so glad that you joined us for week 2 of our series called Wise. This week, we learned about how God can be trusted. Now before you go, I just want to go over a memory verse, James 1:5. Now let's say it together. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Now guys, we want to encourage you. For week 4, we would love to have some of your memory verses recorded and sent to us at granitekids@graniteunited.com. Now, you have a couple weeks to send in those videos, so get ready and send them in to us. Now, before you go, we have one more song, and it's called Higher Than the Sky. So get ready, get up, get ready to dance and sing. Here we go.
Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your light is burning through the shadows. I see the truth, there is nothing to fear. Your word, your way, your promise everlasting. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your name, a tower in the battle. You are here, we have nothing to fear. Your voice, my river in the desert. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own.
Yeah, where the love at? Picture these words, that's a Snapchat. Boomerang with the praise in the right back. Man, we higher than the sky, no turn back. If it be our last night, leave it all here. No fear, be clear, this is your year. Let go of anything that isn't God steered. Visine with a dream, man, it's so clear. Yeah, so clear. And you know wherever you go, I'ma stick close, they gon' think we a duo. Bond so tight, hug it out like a sumo. And I never think twice, you the boss of my life, no, you go. And this world not down with us. They can try to limit fate, but it's down to us.